Anyway, out of all the characters that you guys developed, what was the character that you mostly resonated with? Which character?
Frank's clearly Cortana.
Yeah. I'm sure I'm alone. Let's start with Ben. Go.
Don't make me start. So which one did I identify the most with? I mean, it's kind of hard to not say Master Chief and sound like a douchebag, but you know, I think that's definitely the character I like, because without sharing the age I was the first time I played, sadly I was a lot more than 8, but you know, I think Master Chief just kind of filled that dream, right? I mean, you could see yourself in his shoes, and he definitely made you feel like the hero, and you could kind of fit your own personality into a lot of what he was doing. So I mean, that's kind of my douchey answer to that question.
Just to continue on with the douchebaggery, I'm the same. Honestly, Master Chief by far is just, I love the feeling of, you know, feeling like you can save the world. What better feeling?
I love all the AI characters, and Cortana is just the gateway to the AI characters, so I love Cortana. Don't tell my wife.
This is a difficult one for me, because I always say I don't identify with characters, and I don't, and everyone says, but how can you write them? Well, that's how I write them, by not identifying with them, by just exploring them. But if you rephrase the question as which ones do you really find interesting to write as a technical exercise, it's the AIs. I do find them fascinating, and needless to say that there is an AI in Glasslands who's very, very different to the ones we've been used to seeing, and it's just this whole concept of something that's pure thought, and how they relate to meat bags. It's just a wonderful thing for a writer to explore.
I've been allowed to kind of dabble with a lot of great characters. I'm fascinated by the didact. The librarian is off stage mostly at this point for me. We'll be bringing her on stage later on, I'm pretty sure. But one of my most favorite characters is a little 3.5-foot tall human from the island of Flores. We found their fossils recently, and in Halo Cryptum, he's a major character. His name is Riser, and he's a Florian, or a hominid, however you want to describe him. But he's actually the boss of our other human character, Chakis, who is more like you and me. So he's 3.5 foot tall, and he's in control of a 5.5 foot tall teenage human being. So I like Riser a lot.
I'm a big fan of 343 Guilty Spark. Saw a little bit in the terminals there. Little dude has some issues and is under a lot of pressure, and I think he adds a lot to the universe.
Mine is definitely Sergeant Johnson, because I too know what he's like.
I like Caboose.
Hello.
Hello.
Sergeant Johnson guy.
I just wanted to ask, because we're all talking about Halo Anniversary and Halo 4, but currently Halo Reach right now, I just feel like there's hasn't been a map pack in a while. You know, sure, the Forge maps, cool, those are great and everything, but after a while you start to play on the same kind of looking map, it gets very old very fast. I mean, when I say that, for the longest time I've wanted you guys to release Halo 2 map packs, because it was like the biggest Xbox Live game ever. Everybody played Halo 2, biggest game ever. Just I would love map packs, anything that would come out soon, or anything.
Dennis, do you know the idea of a Reach map pack? If that makes sense to you as a question.
Yeah, so we did talk about Beaver Creek, which you will be able to play as part of the Halo Anniversary map pack. And possibly some that we have not announced.
Yeah,
the maps. I think he's trying to set you up. I mean, to add to quickly, we didn't show anything today, but if you've seen any of the videos, multiplayer for Anniversaries actually using the Reach engine. So you're going to be getting a bunch of new maps that you can play through Reach, well, new old maps with new variants. And yeah, I'll turn it back over to you.
And to clarify that, they'll be made available. Obviously, everyone who buys Anniversary gets all that on one disc. It all runs from one disc. You don't need Reach. But people who want to play those maps on Reach, we will be making those available.
Okay, but Halo Anniversary is going to come out in how many months?
November 15th, 2011.
So, but between that time, we're not going to have any new map packs at all.
No, that's fact.
That is correct.
All right. Forge maps, here I come.
Hello. Big fan of Halo. If I start to stutter, it's because I worship you guys as though you were gods.
Some of them are.
No.
Especially Bernie. But,
Okay, maybe.
my question is, I'm a huge fan of the books, and I'm wondering, will we ever find out what happened to Blue Team and the couple of Sprite 3s and June?
You mean June from Reach?
Yeah.
June's fate may not ever be discovered. That is a fact. You will find out what happened to those other Spartans that you mentioned. I will say that Karen's book is not a direct follow-up to Ghosts of Onyx, but it does deal with some of the dangling threads from Ghost of Onyx, but it pretty quickly moves on to be something really different, but you'll definitely get some answers.
All right. Thank you for answering my question.
Come on up, wait.
Wait, yeah.
Hello. My question is, so the Halos only destroy organic life, which means that all the machinery still works. Is it possible that the Master Chief, since we don't know where he's at, but we know that he's near a Forerunner homeworld, is it possible that he will be getting a new suit anytime soon? More specifically, the Forerunner suit?
Kevin?
Frank?
Bernie.
You're having a good show?
We should let Bernie take this
It's
one.
actually been a lot of fun.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Bernie, go for it.
Yeah, he's got the new spring line, so it's normal suit.
I noticed he wasn't wearing a codpiece in the trailer.
Oh, he was. He's actually wearing a black codpiece. I will point that out. That was one of the most surprising shocks from E3 was Masterpiece Codpiece Gate. And he is wearing a codpiece. He is protected. He has a cup.
It's much more breathable, comfortable, chafing.
It's casual.
Come on
And
up.
that's enough on that.
Hi there. This is a question for Bernie and Frank. And Bernie, obviously you and Mr. Teeth enjoy a very good working relationship with 343 Industries. And I was wondering exactly, where do you draw the line between Red vs. Blue canon and Halo canon? How much leeway are you given to work within the universe?
Yeah, Bernie.
Yeah, Bernie.
It's not really a line as much as a big circle around our stuff, within a line through that. We take things that we kind of cherry pick stuff from the canon to play with. So I mean, Red versus Blue canon doesn't have anything to do with the real Halo universe, thank God. Because I have a lot of people banging down our door if that was the case. But there's been times where we've accidentally treaded in areas that we didn't realize the Halo franchise was headed that way. Like, we try to take things that have what we think at the time are little to no significance. Like, we focused a lot on equipment back in Halo 1 and Halo 2, like the little pyramids you would pick up that would make you invisible or give you an overshield. And then equipment turned out to be a major factor in some of the later Halo games. So, just by, being a fan and, following the wake, we accidentally do kind of, go into areas where the franchise isn't going, but we don't intentionally do that, and we don't try to do it.
Yeah, and canon is really for campaign and for the extended fiction. When you're playing multiplayer and you're standing in a building with maybe 14 burning skulls in your hand, you're probably not having a lot of canonical questions about that. So yeah, I mean, we Halo has always had a fairly light-hearted tone about certain aspects of the game itself, and obviously the extended fiction and our friends and family, which is what we think of Rooster Teeth as our crazy uncle.
I'm gonna crash on your couch.
Yeah.
No.
So where does this leave? Oh, is this thing off? Oh, there we go. So where does that leave the canonicity of Caboose?
Well, I think that's an organic discussion that's going to be, probably the rest of Comic-Con is going to be devoted to solving that.
I think Caboose made up the word canonicity. That's what I
He's writing that down, look
I
it up
stole it
later.
from him. Looking forward to hearing the results.
Come on up. Oh, we're out of bags. Shoot. You can have 2 posters.
This question kind of goes out to everyone. I've noticed when I've played on Halo, Combat Evolved, I've used every single weapon I could possibly find to try and destroy a vehicle. No damage done. Can you now destroy the vehicles? And
No. Those vehicles, they will take a pounding. You can go at it for like 2 weeks and not a dent. And I personally love that.
Except I will say that this isn't a spoiler, at the beginning of the level Halo, when you now can go back with the Magnum.
Oh yeah, blast the Banshees.
And those
no
Banshees
problem.
fly over, and they used to be real mean or something, and you just kind of point your little friend at them, and they go away. That's still pretty satisfying.
Yeah.
Come on up.
I was just gonna ask, I know Bungie's made some amazing improvements to the game over the years. They kind of had their own individual unique thing that they did to each game. Like Halo 2, they had dual wielding, 3 had Forge, and Reach had armor abilities. Is there anything really special that you guys have planned for Combat Evolved or Halo 4 that's really gonna change the way the gameplay works?
I mean, I think that I can guarantee that if you pick it up, you'll feel the core and the heart of Halo there. But absolutely, we'll be putting our own touch to it in the same way Bungie did each generation. That is, you put your best guys with their best ideas on it, and you evolve it. We're not here to rest on anyone else's laurels, let alone our own. So if we didn't do that, we wouldn't be getting the best out of our artists and our designers and our engineers. So you're going to see some significant additions to it, but we're not going to harm what makes the game special in the first place and the magic that Bungie really imbued in it from the first game onwards.
I'm really excited to see how good this turns out.
So are we. From the forums, a very easy target wants to know if there will be a Halo Anniversary art book.
Dan?
So I didn't hear the question.
Halo Anniversary art book?
No, so at this point, we don't have any immediate plans for an art book.
You should consider this as a request.
We do have, there is a 10th anniversary art book for like a whole decade worth of Halo, and this was awesome because we got to go into the Wayback Machine and pick up concept art, level art, character stuff from a ton of really amazing artists, a lot of them from Bungie, a lot of them outside of Bungie. And so that actually will be coming out a little bit later this year. I don't think it'll land before Halo Fest in August. So keep an eye on your Amazons or whatever. But there's a lot of great stuff in there covering all the games, all the books, everything.
So I think we only have time probably for one more question. Yep. Oh, look.
That's the one more question sign.
That is the one more
Quite
question
literal.
sign.
Last one.
Yeah. No pressure. Totally no pressure.
That'd be good.
I'm sure you guys get crap for this a lot, so I kind of feel bad for asking, but since
Next question, please.
Stop now,
I really got to know, and I think everybody else has to know. If Reach takes place before all the other Halos, you have armor abilities and Reach. I think a jetpack would definitely come in handy when you're waiting in a flood-infested elevator and things like Halo 2. Instead of waiting like 20 minutes. So, yeah, I mean, is there an explanation for that?
Yeah,
There's
two explanations, and the canonical one is that the universe is big and the range of equipment is huge, and the Pillar of Autumn fled. It didn't say, I'm planning this, or I hope we don't encounter a parasitic alien life form on an ancient alien weapon. So that's the canonical part, is there's different stuff. The real part, and the reason that you see a new gun in the Halo 4 trailer, and the reason that you see new weapons and new armor abilities with every successive Halo game, is it's a game, and we want to give people new experiences all the time. It's our job to go back and make sure that those things make sense, right, and make sure that they work in the canon. But you'll see that every single time we put out a new game. We'll evolve the Halo's a sandbox game, and you have to keep adding toys to that sandbox to make it a fun place to play. That's the truth.
Thank you. I love you guys.
And then if you can't get enough Halo after that, There's Halo Fest. You probably have heard about it. If you haven't, come to halowaypoint.com and learn all about it. But it's going to be at PAX Prime. It's going to be hella sweet. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.